I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for showing support towards the channel and dropping your comments and knowing that we are all relating in one way or another, which is fascinating and awesome at the same time. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, give you good insight, good vibrations, inspirations that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath going through trying times at the moment, need spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, get your thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm listening to right now, I don't know why I didn't do that, because usually I already have that pulled up, so my bad. Um, because I gotta look on my laptop. Oh goodness. Okay. Let me see. Destroy fear. Miracles start to happen. Remember who you are, who you really are. Quantum meditation music. My bad, y'all. I'm usually prepared for this, but I don't know what I was doing. Just caught myself off. But the videos I'm doing right now, I think this is gonna be my last one. I said I was gonna do another one, but I'm starting to get drained from the channeling I'm doing. But anyways, the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101 Heyokas. The ones that have multi-gifted children that are labeled with autism, pay attention to the changes that are happening. Um, there's occurring right now. A lot of us, we tend to pass down the empathic gene within ourselves onto our children, our seeds, and stuff like that. And I'm starting to come in contact with a few people that have children that are blessed with autism. A lot of times, people feel like that's a burden, or people don't really understand how parents are with different autism. Now me, I don't I don't have any children with autism. It's just the visions that I've been getting, that I can basically, you know, uh, basically be able to validate from, the people that I've got in touch with, that things have been taking place within to their children. I know there's many different labels. When they do that, I don't know why they always got to give us labels for everything, but different stages of autism, different kinds of autism. But it's like with them, the way they, I remember I got into this a little bit on one of the different videos. I can't remember who it was, but I know my girl Sarah, um, no, it wasn't Sarah. Yeah, Sarah Lynn, one who had mentioned something about it. And it's just like I always feel like with them, the way Vision's trying to show me within that, within that insight, is that they are strategically blessed. But the way, a woken person will see that, don't see that they're very highly advanced. There's a lot of them, they can memorize things better than we can. you know and it's just the way they receive constant downloads, they receive constant upgrades. Things are coming to them before it can actually come to you, and it's just because the way they're designed, I guess, from the universe, if you want to call it that. I'm trying to be politically correct, because I don't never want anybody to think I'm trying to disrespect anybody that has children like that, because I really don't see it as a burden, towards people. It just all depends on how the parents are able to take care of that stuff. And I really, hey, I give it all to y'all, because I know there's a lot of things that, even when my friend was telling me about the things that she has to endure with her children, and, the extra things that they have to take with whatever. But the way the universe is allowing me to see that, you'll know that change is like right outside the door for you, about to take place, because more and more through every day. When you're cutting cords, you're allowing yourself to see the positive perspective on the lessons you're learning through your traumatic experiences, or you're allowing yourself to receive knowledge at its deepest way, through your light works and towards your mission, that your life purpose of being here. So a lot of the things that are coming to you is actually stronger going to your children from what they're showing me. And you'll start noticing the changes that are taking place with them. They're not probably doing the same things they usually do. They'll start vocalizing a lot of things more. They'll see things in a different way. And where they're showing me about children with that are labeled autism, which they're actually multi-gifted to a high point, is that the way ours flow. You know what I'm saying? We got that different direction. It comes in, it goes out, and turns around. It's just like a cycle. But them, it's like all these is coming in all different ways. So when it's coming in all different ways, sometimes it's hard for them to be able to vocalize the things that they want to talk about, because so many different things are coming at them in different ways, and it frustrates them because they got so many things they want to tell you. But when it vocalizes, when it comes to the certain ones that get aggravated, really quick, there's so many things they're trying to push out, but it's like it's not coming out like it would for us. So it's just like you might see the tremendous change with them, because I know it was like with my homegirl that I talked to every once in a while, and I'm just like, how's the boys, are they changing? They were like, Roslynn, how do you know this? I said, I know. But it's just a blessing that you have to do that, because it's when you're going through your journey of learning about yourself. The way universe is telling me to tell you, if you haven't been getting the vibes, is that watch how when you're vocal with them, and there's things that you sit there and talk about, to see the way they'll start telling you about different things, and it's just like, wait a minute, this is not something y'all usually do. And it's taking place, and it was just like, we're all hidden in plain sight. And the way there's going to be things that's going to come to you through different downloads, but you might not receive it, or it's like a missing puzzle with you. But when you talk to your children, it's going to like, it's going to go hand in hand, and you're going to be like, wait a minute, hold up. It's like, wait a minute. And it is like, it's truly a blessing, because I know there's some people, I know, one of my subs, my soul sister here, he was like, nobody never says autism and something positive in the same sentence. And I never want to ever look at things when parents have their children, either if it's special needs, or they have children with Down syndrome or anything like that, to make it feel like a burden at times. I know sometimes the things that occurs with parents when you're dealing with a lot when it comes to children like that. And when I always seen children like that, I always felt like they've been touched with more blessings than you probably are able to notice. And there's just a lot of times you don't realize that gift within the gifts that you're having is within your children, and which the ones are being labeled. Because if you look at us, there's a lot of times we done probably went to the doctor, or you done had therapists where they done labeled you as OCD, manic depressive, uh, bipolar, all these different things, because you carry all these gifts, and they don't know how to analyze that if they're not spiritually open to you. And it's just like with the things that I had, there's so many people I've came in connection with that they really thought they were having these mental illnesses, when actually it's like, your gifts are starting to open doors for you that you did not realize that was there, or certain things had to take part in your life to make it feel like, Rosalind, I'm about to lose my damn mind. I don't know what's going on. And it's just like those doors are opening. And when those doors start opening, it opens the floodgates to some things you weren't prepared for. So a lot of things that are coming to you, and it's just, especially if you're, a light worker, or when the, you know, empath that has these strong gifts, and some of them are still laying dormant, because you had to go through different levels. You had to go through, it's like different gauntlets. If you're a gamer, and you know about how these games work, or you don't watch your kids do it, there are certain levels you had to go through, certain things you had to jump, certain things you had to kill, just for you to be able to get the extra things that you would get when you go to the next level. And that's how it is. And it's just like so many different things. It's just like when I go through meditation, and I ask universe, can you elaborate a little bit, like when you're trying to tell me. And then it gives me that blessing to be able to understand, when they're showing me children with autism, I'm like, I don't have any children with autism, but they, if I'm going to be used as that conduit, I got to be able to touch base with all different contents that you might be dealing with. And you might know if you have the children that has special needs or has Down syndrome or has been labeled as autistic on whatever level. Look at the change of their demeanor. Just watch how they might vocalize things to you. Either might be calmer or just might be, oh, I got to tell you this, mommy, I got to tell you this, daddy, oh my God, this and this and that, and then you'll start noticing things that they're saying that would probably throw you off the guard. Because it's like when I said I talked to my friend, she was just like, Roslynn, how would you know that? And I was just like, hey, I got a question. And when you deal with all this stuff, I said, is your boys done changed up a little bit? Like, it's not something bad, but it's like something they're not usually, because some children with autism, they do stuff, when they're so used to doing certain things a certain way, all of a sudden they might bring an extra left when they always used to go right, or go, they're going up when they usually go down. All these different things are changing, and this is when you'll know that your life is about to change, because it'll start changing within your children before it starts changing within you. So, all these different things are truly a blessing to us. We had to go through, different situations, whether it was something very unbearable or it could have been a blessing in disguise. And, you're really wanting to know, when is my manifestation coming, or when are these things coming? I feel like there's something coming into my life and it's like freakish, or, things has been heavy. And then all of a sudden, when you allowed yourself to be opened up and, not fighting the inevitable. Because a lot of times we run from things we don't understand. We run from things that were very painful instead of facing, what we needed to face, indulge in our truth, allow ourselves to see things in a positive view. But things are going to be changing for you for the better. But you have to notice, check all your surroundings, especially if you have these children that you have passed on, the empath gene to them, and it was, I've supposed been doing this video like a couple of weeks ago, but everything happens for a reason on when they want me to talk about something and when they don't want me to talk about something. I'm like, okay, I got you. There's different things that I had to shed light on, but since we're coming close to the 2020, a lot of things will get intense, a lot of things will get heavy. A lot of positive changes will take place. A lot of things that's no longer serving you is about to disintegrate, allowing yourself to step up to that plate for the things that you truly deserve. It's allowing you to really see things in a different way. They're wanting you to pay attention to the things you weren't able to pay attention before, because there's so many of us as well. I said you, but I meant us as in a whole. That is, it's like things are coming to your vision when you be doing your everyday life. Things are sending confirmation, either, if you watch YouTube like I do, only do, my reality shows on certain days. Other than that, I'm just all YouTube. And it's just so many things that just been throwing me off, like, well, that's kind of creepy. Why are y'all doing this? Or allowing myself to really see the things how I need to see them and stop being stressed out because I don't know, all the different things and changes that are taking place in my life, and feeling like, you know, things are going to happen, and it's going to be happening when you least expect it. A lot of times things are, when you're allowing yourself to really see things for what they are, it gives you that power that you weren't allowing yourself to have before. When when you let down those bars of, you know, when we always put these walls up because we fear certain things, or we don't allow people to get close to us, is really pushing you out your comfort zone, and they're saying, hey, you need to do this, or hey, you need to see this way, or hey, you need to go give it a chance to go this thing. And then, when they're telling me, when I see a child, just like the visions I'll get is like I'll see a warrior looking at their children as warriors, but then you see this light that shines around them that you weren't seeing before, and you're like, what's going on? It's like, but you go into protective mode because those are your children. You're like, oh God, is somebody putting roots on my kids or whatever? But then when you start noticing their mannerism is going to start changing, and that's when you have to know that change is really taking place. But it, and it's just like, if you see those cars, if I can really put this in a metaphor the way I'm seeing it so you can see it the same way. um when you have those up to date cars that everything's fully loaded, when you backing up and it shows you, the cameras from backing up, you'll start seeing things, and if something's getting into that way, it's going to beep 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 beep, make you stop. And it's just like you're going to notice those things around your children. It's just like you're seeing a camera, but it's from a different angle, different view. And then you're going to notice, like, wait a minute, this is not what little Tommy used to do, or maybe this is not what little Jessica did before. And you starting to notice that what's going on with them. There's nothing actually going on with them. It's just their gift switch went into hyperdrive, and now everything is starting to open, and they're starting to see things in a different way. Maybe they'll be able to share with you more than they were able to share before. Or you notice that things just went, because I know there's different levels of that. And I really want to get into different studies about autism, because I love to find out different things about people. What do they have to deal with when they're dealing with children that are labeled as autism? I really hate it when they label children. And it's like, some people look at it as an affliction or something, that there's something wrong with them, because I really don't see the issue with children like that. And sometimes it's sad, because when you're at times that I see some people that have to deal with children, it's hard for them to be vocal about things, so they get really upset. And and it's just like, you have to be able to take, and some people don't understand, you have to be able to take your time and say, hey, what's going on, you want to be able to tell me about it, or whatever kind of therapeutic ways you take with your children to communicate. And some people, I hear about it in different, social media platforms. Is like when you try to take your children out in public, and people are like, oh my God, why is our kids acting like that? And I say, if you really don't, people don't understand what you're dealing with. And some people think they'll you're okay, them kids need the butt whooped, or they're being unruly. I'm like, no, you never know if those children are designed in that way. Because really, when I see it, it's just, I feel like, they've been blessed more than we've been blessed. And it's just like, a lot of times we see our gifts as a curse. But it's like with them, it's like God really blessed them. And there's like, okay, God just touched you, they touched them, but then they went back and touched them like two or three other times. And it's like, those are your beacons towards the gifts that is on its way to you. And for you to actually know it's on your way to you, it will start, it's like, it's the indicator towards your children, because they're a lot more sensitive than us. They receive a lot more downloads, upgrades, visions, different things that's coming to them. But it's coming so much, it's coming in so many different directions. With ours, it's just like this, but it's just like with them, it's all over the place. It's like an infinity sign. So all those different things are going into place that you really need to pay attention to. But that will tell you, and I don't know what they draw me to say that towards different things, that when they're on the way, it will be, your kids will give off that type of alarm that something is about to open up for you into your life, the things that is truly needed. And you don't realize that your children are going to be a key for you to be able to be a part of your mission, your mission, as well as they are. They're going to be like that, that's going to be a little sidekick from what I'm seeing. And I think it's very beautiful, and it's very, um, I feel like it's very beautiful, and you're like, oh my God, that's so beautiful, that these things are happening. And it's just allowing yourself to be, being able to see what your children are saying. Because a lot of times you might get a vision about something, and uh, with you being able to go through that, you might, oh, excuse me, sorry, y'all. You might go through that, and you might be like, okay, this is a duh moment. I don't understand what it's being able to tell me. But if you start paying attention to your children, the answers you might be looking for, they can probably be able to answer them for you. So allow those things to take place, pay attention. Well, I know you already pay, if you're a parent that pays attention, you're going to pay attention very closely. So if you have children that are labeled autism, allow yourself to really see if that change is already taking place. I know with one of my other soul sisters, they were telling me, hey, I'm about to go visit my daughter and all this. And she never informed me about, what happened and take place. So Sarah, if you see this, please let me know. what went on, if you feel like, if you're comfortable with, telling me. And I would love to know, were those things correct? So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of the video. Y'all, I was going to do another video, but that between channeling and open yourself up to be that antenna is letting you know when you're opening yourself up to your gifts and allowing nature to take place with you, it can really drain the heck out of you. But hey, it's all for a positive purpose. So if all else fails, I will be back tomorrow. It's up to the universe what they want me to do usually. So I'm there for it. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Miss Sarah Wynn, as well as expectancy. I don't know why I got stuck on that. As well as Gabriel, much love to you as well. And let me see who else. Lost Puppy as well. So I will see y'all later, and I'm going to go ahead and reply back to your video. I mean, to your comments of the videos, which I truly apologize. But like I said, when I'm on that time of healing and trying to balance myself out, I just really don't want to spew that type of energy or frequency towards other people, especially when you're all going through your changes as well. I just got to cut myself off from that time so I can be able to balance myself out. But I will be answering y'all's, questions on the videos as well as the community posts, and if you've been with me for a while, I always try to put out positive things, and I said I'm gonna start putting out empath facts, about different things that we might go through, and as well as the funny memes. I try to put those out because I know a lot of us have stressful days, and you just need that little laugh. And as well as I put out positive posts on my community page as well, and I always tell people, hey, if you want to, if there's questions or concerns that you have, you may want me to do a video on, I'll try my best to go ahead and do that. And if you don't feel comfortable with dropping a comment, or you got some things you're going through that you want to talk to me about, but you just don't feel comfortable with putting it on the video, you can always send me a request to Messenger, not my page, because I'm not accepting any requests off of my Facebook page, but you can send one to Facebook Messenger and just send me a little short text. Let me know you're from here and whatever concerns you got going on, and I'll try my best to help you the best way I can. So I hope y'all have a blessed day, and coming towards the weekend, I hope everything is blessed and good for you as well. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, forever loved, and knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And like I said before, give me a thumbs up, share, drop a line so I can give you a post notification shout out, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity. You never know, all those things can really take somebody a long way. So much love to you, and I hope everything is, a-okay. And I'll see you on my next video. Peace.